of leaders, and we alluded to this before, you had met the Dalai Lama and you probably met many other leaders. Any particular leader that you've met that resonated with you? And if you could elaborate.
Once I was in New York, and I was with a little film crew actually, and we were making a film called Women in Leadership about the leadership of the Brahma Kumaris. And I interviewed the Undersecretary General of the United Nations for Political Affairs, Dr. James Jonas. So he was representing the Secretary General, dealing with all the heads of state and stuff. And actually, I asked him, who's the most special leader that you've ever met? And he said, Dadi Prakashmani.
Oh, really?
Who's the head of the Brahma Kumaris. And why I'm saying that is it's the same for me too. Because whatever she said she was, her thoughts and attitude reached her words and actions. And, she wasn't a person who had a master's degree from Harvard or anything like that. But she had such a loving nature and was really spiritually powerful. And as I was saying, gave respect to everybody. So when you do that, people feel uplifted in your company. And that's, to me, a real leader is not so much what you know, it's who you are.
Yes.
And, I've had the fortune to meet lots of people over the years, in all fields, I suppose. But if you're asking about someone who really inspired through their leadership, it was Dadi Prakashmani. Dadi Prakashmani was the head of the Brahma Kumaris for a long, long time. And that's, it's the largest spiritual organization in the world run by women in all denominations.
It's profound.
It is.
Especially when, at a time, even now, especially if you see people in the media, the most people who talk about spirituality and leadership is mainly men. We've got a few exceptions, Sister Shivani being one, but very rare do we see women talking about spirituality, and it's a pity I missed meeting her,
But sometimes I feel there's so much upheaval and change in our world, isn't there? I think there's profound shifts happening in the power base of the world, and it's sort of a movement from maybe sort of the domination, I'll not say by men, but a male sort of outlook and attitude. It's moving more, I think, towards female, from west to east, and from a very material sort of limited culture to a more spiritual and unlimited cultures. So there's these incredible shifts happening, and it makes the world a bit uncomfortable because we're not sure where we belong. Hence why people feel so stressed, because there's just so much change happening around us on every single level. And we feel insecure when change keeps threatening us, threatening our sense of identity. If my sense of identity is limited by all the labels of my body, I feel quite uncomfortable throughout this change. So often I dig my toes in, saying, I don't want to change, or change is wrong.